And we're live. I've been grinding out the ZTE X8, well, the S stage for a day and a half now. I think I have it down to 6 operators, but at this point I need a break. So, today, since I've been asked to do it a million times, we're going to try to get through IS with Quartz. And see how far we go. It will be on difficulty 15 because, well, it's easy enough to do it on lower difficulties. Now what will benefit us most? We'll play with almost the same rules as usual with one exception. I don't have to deploy Quartz first, that makes too many stages unplayable. It will be too RNG. But in return we're playing on difficulty 15, so it's gonna even out. No big woes, I think. Okay, we'll start with Spearhead and go from there. We have to take this squad, which is awful for 4 stars by the way. Otherwise we won't have Quartz at the start. Now the real question is if I want a Rio Medic or if I should take Orchid. I think I can skip on the Rio Medic for a while. And I just have to take Deep Cover. Otherwise there's no way we'll get through this. Quartz start, I hope. I assume that's what I wrote. Hibiscus, because she heals more. This dame right here. We don't even have ending for Onion, so it would indeed be very funny if I win it. I am fairly confident that Prison is unplayable, but I want to know, so we're gonna try it out. I mean, if she's not getting hit, she's gonna survive. Ansel doesn't heal more. Hibiscus heals more than Ansel. If you want to roll RNG bandages on Ansel,
it'll be easier to keep track of time.
Then because Ansel can heal to target, sometimes he heals more. But on single target, Hibiscus will always heal more than Ansel. She just has more attack than him, straight up. Okay, this is playable. Even without Deep Cover, Orchid can cheese this.
What's no need to rush?
I mean, there's only one heal target, right? It's not like Ansel can heal tentacles.
Mission accomplished.
Okay, this is playable with Quartz. The emergency definitely isn't. No way.
This is worth celebrating. When we get back to Rhodes Island, we won't have to eat my cooking anymore.
Ah, yes, if we buff the 3-star medics a ton, he'll heal for more. Good to know. Well, Gavio makes the most sense for keeping Quartz alive. But we want to avoid situations where we're trying to keep Quartz alive in the first place. So I'm not sure if I actually want Gavio. Well, try her for now and see. It's not like she's terrible once you eat to her. This is unplayable. No way in hell. We're just gonna leak everything. If I had anything other than a medic, I think I'd have a shot. But I don't have a way to pull the ship. The tentacle don't survive doing it. We'll skip it for now. But skipping it and playing with one floor on the with one fight on the first floor is just unplayable. Fuck it. We'll just die here. Reroll for a better first floor. The range on Ansel is almost always irrelevant in IS4 stages. You just have tiles to work with that cover you, so it tends to make zero difference. Yeah, we're super dead.
A bit late, not a big problem.
I need to burn a tentacle so Quartz doesn't outright die at the start. Wonderful start so far.
Doctor.
Oops, we leaked the ship. Well, we're also going to die, so I guess it doesn't matter. Technically, if this thing plus the melee enemy coming from here don't kill us, we'll survive. They absolutely will.
Doctor, you're staring at my eye patch. It reveals a lot.
Now we're just barely alive. Whoa. There shouldn't be any point of failure. Curses, we're going to have to play this horrible floor one. I sometimes forget how horrible we1 Gavio is. You can barely feel her S1 healing. When she's E2, she heals something and it goes from almost dead to full health in 2 seconds.
Even the most accurate of
Oh,
watches
at T1
isn't
you
always
barely
accurate.
feel her healing.
Don't be so fixated on perfection.
Worst possible ticket to get for a 3-star. Because we can't get a 3-star. This first run is very unfortunate. I can't kill the dog anyway. I just want the recruit ticket. Actually, I lied. I can kill the dog. I'd say Verdant and Quartz are similar level.
Do your best, everyone.
Perfect timing.
Oh, I just need a minute.
Doctor.
Hooray for deep cover. She cut the dog for us. Oh yeah, I promised to make a video on Frostleaf model, where I just explain why it doesn't do anything. I'll get around to that.
Me?
Have another video I need to finish after this stream first. Then ground out ZTS 5 and then I'll do that.
Doctor, keep your distance. I only want to strike the enemy.
Hi. Yeah, this is why I didn't want to take deep cover along with Quartz when I did the Quartz Simp run in IS3. But we're playing on difficulty 15, so fuck it. Anything that win counts as far as I'm concerned. If I have to rely on Quartz, Podenko and a medic, I'm not gonna get over the first floor 90% of the time. So we're gonna cheat a bit. Buffs Quartz, so we take it. Don't want to spend all of my hope here. Though I can buy this. And spend all of my money instead. I'm not sure if this counts as propaganda. Frankly, it feels like the opposite of propaganda to me. Well, at least Quartz won't die to trash mobs now. Yeah, Frostleaf can freeze without S2, yeah. It's a second and a half and she attacks a bit faster than that. 3 fights on the top lane, or we can go and hope for something from encounters. Keep runes for later. Is this even playable? I guess. Thanks to deep cover. Cannot Mark gives you 1 hope when you spend money. It's outright the worst item I've ever seen. And I regret knocking it. You get it if you invest 325 ingots. As you might be able to tell, I would advise against doing that.
A bit late, not a big problem.
I assume we can just leave Quartz there, since he has 10,000 health. Item combinations are a pretty good thing to have.
Sheath my Chimera Strike. It's more important than brute strength.
Yeah, it's a garbage item. Never get it. For the record, if a spider explodes here, it's not going to hit Quartz. That lack of damage.
What can defeat my little ones?
Chimera Strike. It's more important than brute strength. Sheath my weapon for the time being? Then my sword.
Mission accomplished.
Well, to get, you need 2 hits of 25% in a
This
row,
is
right?
worth
So it's a
celebrating.
6% chance
When
to
we
freeze.
get back to Rhodes Island, we won't have to eat my cooking anymore.
I think it's useless because it's unreliable. Ultimately, you can't make use of it when it's that inconsistent. I wouldn't even try it for some challenge run with guards. I'd rather just rely on either Matuimaru's health or Big Hunter dodges. No, the module doesn't get rid of the attack speed reduction. It's still the same as usual.
Perfect timing. Doctor,
So
I'm
she
in
fought 2
position.
dogs and lost about 4,000 health.
Oh, I just need a minute.
We'll see if we can harass the dogs away. Oh, Frozen Husk is fine. I skipped it out of habit. I should have gotten it over the health, honestly. Though the item I got afterwards is also decent, so it's no big loss. It's a decent item. I usually don't get it, because I don't use melee operators much with 4 stars. For this run in particular, I should have gotten it.
Sheath my
I just
future
skipped it
distance.
out of habit
I
more
only
than
want to
anything.
strike the enemy.
Well, realistically, there was never anything a model could do to fix Frostleaf. Her issues are just too pervasive.
What can defeat my little ones?
You need to do to get a bunch of encounters so you can follow a quest for the ending. And that quest will then give you extra max health, defense and res, so you can actually survive the boss attack. Alternatively, you can just bring Nightingale and press S3 and not die. One of those is easier than the other. The quest restores your light though, so there is some benefit to doing it. As for the jellyfish, you kind of just have to kill them. If you block them, they turn into enemies. Different enemies spawn from different places. Jellyfish have super high res but sort of low defense relative to a floor 6 power level. That's not a good idea. We'll skip that one. E to Myrtle, I guess. And we'll do shadows. It's because I have no way to kill the tree block, so it's a guaranteed leak.
A bit late, not a big problem.
Can I need to Quartz so
Doctor,
DPS
I'm
this
in
stage?
position.
I'm gonna guess not, because there's groups of 3 at the end. So we're gonna try to save her skill for that.
治療してほしいやつは前に出ろ。アーツの治療範囲に入れ。
27 should be no the Corber.
今助けてやる。
She
It's
my
okay.
weapon for the time
2200 attack.
being? Then my sword.
しっかりしろ。
Why didn't the clone guy attack Deep Cover? When the Wraith spawns the clone is the one that attacks. The Wraith loses its ability to attack until the clone dies. You can see the clone is attacking, but the Wraith isn't. That's just how it works.
To rush. Sheath my weapon. You're staring at my eye patch. It reveals a lot.
Let's see if we can slow this guy down enough to not leak anything. Well, we're gonna leak normal enemies anyway.
アーツの治療範囲に入れ。
If you haven't played the event, you have no way of knowing, I guess. For the record, almost any other guard wouldn't leak there.
今助けてやる。
From the good ones, I mean. Cutter definitely wouldn't.
Oh,
Though it's not the best example of Quartz, because enemies here have low defense anyway. Not that they have particularly high health, but... way too many medics. I'm going to be surprised if Crushers get the module in the next century or so. Oh my god, this is the single worst third floor I've ever seen. What the fuck is this shit? You have one fight here that's impossible, and then you don't have anything until all the way here. The most dogshit third floor I've ever seen. All of these are awful. I was hoping for a device. We'll take the shop. Melee damage. Deployment. Okay, good stuff all around. Honestly, this run is for the garbage bin, so I shouldn't be spending ingots on it, but screw it. We're not playing too seriously today. We'll take the book that buffs Quartz attack. I almost said buffs Click's attack, I've said it so many times on stream. Yeah, I haven't bothered to do IS-3 ending for any higher than difficulty 9. It's just a pain in the ass to grind the RNG. Okay, so these are the 3 good guards that we take every time, so we're gonna take something else instead. It's not going to be Frostleaf though. Let's take something that's actually usable. Utage. And now let's go die to the boss. This is unplayable. We can't tank the boss probably. Okay, so I can't do this fight. So the only possible path is to take the top fight. This is also impossible. This is only mostly impossible. Good enough.
there's a mission?
I wanna go. Yoshi. With pleasure.
Hmm. No, this is definitely playable.
Let's go!
Because we can just put Quartz here and then
Is that
throw
you
most of the
we're
medics with
fighting?
tentacles.
A bit late, not a big problem. Sheathe my weapon for the time being? Then my sword...
Oh, we can kill the boss, that's not the
Scenery
problem.
here, Doctor.
If we kill the
to get
boss, we're
serious
just going
now.
to die to everything else.
治療してほしいやつは前に出ろ。アーツの治療範囲に入れ。
どうすん Oh, I have to get serious now.
So this is a battlefield. Doctor, time your strike. It's more important than brute strength.
アーツの治療範囲に入れ。
Hooray! This is gonna work. So we can then die to the boss.
Hey guys,
Is there anything that can possibly drop that will prevent me from dying to the boss? Yes. If I get a sniper, I have a shot.
アーツの治療範囲に入
Maybe.
れ。
Emphasis on maybe.
I'll have to get past my assistants first.
Doctor, you're staring at my eye patch. It reveals a lot.
アーツの治療範囲に入れ。
Hooray! We didn't die.
何やってんだ。
Me? I'll have to get past my assistants
Yeah, I think
first.
if I get Pinecone, I have a shot. With Deep Cower, random trash bodies, and Pinecone, I can kill the bottom side and I can then tank the top with Quartz. I think I'll still die then, because I'll run out of tentacles on the bottom, because a new one Pinecone won't have enough damage. But we can at least try it.
いただき。いいとこついてれば痛くないからね。 Very well done, Doctor.
None of these are helpful. We have a ton of medics. Maybe Cardigan will be better than Spot. Nah, Spot should still be tankier. Okay, so now we're going to die because we'll simply lack damage for the bottom lane.
I want to ask about the meaning of this mission
The
then.
correct play was to take Cardigan and then have Cardigan tank the boss. I'm not sure if Cardigan can tank the boss, but that would have made more sense. I was too focused on Quartz tanking the boss. If I took Cardigan, this should have been winnable. Maybe the boss one-shots Cardigan,
出発だよ。
but it's definitely better than what's going to happen now. Which is that we're going to die,
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
because we can't hold the bottom.
Gumble, gumble.
治療してほしいやつは前に出ろ。
Perfect time.
Is that more than 50% health? Yeah, just barely.
アーツの治療範囲に入れ。
Gather around me, guys. ここは安全です。Ooh, almost dozed off. Me? No need to rush.
Doctor, keep your distance. I only want to strike the enemy.
アーツの治療範囲に入れ。
A good example of why a big health pool
Doctor,
doesn't keep
I'm
you
in
alive.
position.
How much damage
Doctor,
does the boss
I'm
hit
in
for, by the way?
position.
I'm curious if Cardigan would have done something. Of course you're gonna miss when I'm in slow-mo. What an asshole.
Sheathe my weapon for the time being.
Yeah, now I clicked too late.
Then my sword.
今助けてやる。
Okay, we'll see it in a bit.
Doctor, I'm in
So,
position.
8,106. 3,500 damage. Yeah, if we were tanking it with Cardigan, we'd need to heal 600 damage less with every hit. And then she has her own heal. So Cardigan would have been better than Quartz at this, and then we could have Quartz at the bottom. That would have been far
今
more
助けて
playable.
やる。
As it is. This is impossible to tank, so by Utage. If Utage was E2, she'd probably kill this on her own.
しっかりしろ
Yeah, 3500 damage isn't that much. Like, you can pretty easily tank that with an E1 defender. Especially because you have extra stats in IS.
Let's take it slow.
The problem is I can't hold the bottom. If we brought Cardigan along, we would have been fine. Because we can use Quartz here with, say, Perfumer and Hibiscus, and Cardigan with just Gavio on the top. Anyhow, now we're dead. Spot should just get one shot. Yep. Okay, let's let the bottom through. Now you can still get the free woman. You just need to complete his event. No, Spot can't tank. Cardigan can tank. Which is why I realized they should have brought Cardigan. And just used Quartz and Trash Mobs. To be fair, she probably would have died to Trash Mobs anyway. But it should have been closer to a victory than this. Because Cardigan is outright superior at tanking. For anything that doesn't one-shot her. Which is essentially everything. Okay, round 2. Gamble this to get hope or get objective shields. Gambling for hope. Worth. We're gonna play with this. It's a massive handicap because I have to start with 2 bad operators. The medic being the only one that isn't bad. Well, in this case I start with 3 bad operators, because I'm gonna try to see if I get value from this item. The point of starting, and why I always start with something like Pinecone, Click and Spot, is those are 3 good operators. They cover healing, cards damage, physical. They all do a lot of all of that. It's practical. Starting with Quartz, we have no good arts damage, less block, and their physical damage is only tied to Quartz, who loses by quite a bit to Pinecone for AoE, and by quite a bit to Caper for single target. Unless the target has around 1500 defense, or something. Oh, probably less. But Caper scales with buffs,
It'll be easier to keep track of
so
time.
that amount might make sense.
Ready to move.
Perfect timing.
No, Orchid is definitely better than the Reserve Caster. The slow itself has value, but having a skill has value in and of itself. There's never a reason to take the Reserve Caster over Orchid, unless you have a bunch of caster buffs.
Doctor.
Because Quartz 2 is a bad skill that you should never use. It's only... the Quartz 2 is only useful for the stun. It has the same damage as her S1. I sometimes use it when I'm trolling, but now I'm super tryharding, so we're never gonna use it. Even if you ignore that she takes extra damage while she's using her S2, her S1 just straight up does more damage than her S2. There's never a reason to use her S2 for anything other than the stun chance. And I'm not rolling stun RNG in IS4. Yeah, it's not same-ish DPS exactly. It's similar DPS against 0 defense, against 500 defense, which is a very normal amount for enemies. S1 is outright better. Quartz S2 is a really bad skill. One of the worst among 4 stars. The less things can reach Quartz, the better, so Ethan. Also physical damage. The way she holds her sword in S2 just makes me imagine Quartz trying to swing her sword down and getting it stuck in the ground. That's why she takes bonus damage. She can't guard herself while the sword is stuck in the ground.
The battle has begun. Be careful, everyone. Orchid, ready to move.
At least Wind Chime has more niche uses for her skill too. You can use it for a terrible stun cycle with Project Red of about 15 seconds if you use both of them. By the way, Wind Chimes has one of the weirdest skill tools in the game, because on paper it's super overloaded, but in practice it does almost nothing. Okay, we'll take a real defender. Will probably be useful later. It's because it stuns, it gives her Sanctuary, it increases her attack, it does damage based on her attack. Sounds like it does a bunch of stuff like it's some kind of 6-star skill. But in practice you're never gonna get a value out of all of those effects on one cast. You use them for one of them. So it's overloaded on paper, but in practice it isn't. It's a really weird skill.
The battle has begun. Be careful, everyone.
Quartz isn't gonna live, we'll just keep Discus. If it had a 15 SP cost or something, it would be a decent skill. 25 is just brutal, especially when you need to charge it.
Perfect timing.
I have the correct amount of faith. Well, maybe too much, considering she just died trying to tank the boss with 2 medics. I should have had more faith in Cardigan instead, then we would be alive. Well, Wind Chimes is just Quartz but slightly better. Or maybe slightly worse. Fuck, I hate Wind Chimes' talent so much. To try and explain why I hate Wind Chimes' talent. So, you know Crushers don't do particularly more damage than other archetypes, right? So you only get real value out of them where you, in situations where you can get value out of both their health, their big fat health, and their big fat attack stats. But with Wind Chimes, if you try to get value out of her health, you lose her damage. And then Quartz does more damage than Wind Chimes. What the fuck is that talent? It makes no sense on... Yeah, Wind Chimes has a fucking Vigor effect on her talent. She gains 20% attack, but if she goes under 50% health, she loses the Vigor effect. It sucks so much ass. Because you can't use her for her health without losing the attack. And Crushers are generally only valuable when you can get value out of both of those things. It's so stupid. I hate it. There's no way we die with Ethan, right? Let's all cheer for Ethan, the true waifu. She's still not worse than Quartz because her own skill multiplier is higher. But she does lose a ton of value out of it. The only thing is we need to hit her here anyway.
Orchid, ready to move.
Hooray for the 25 extra physical damage. And the E2 Ethan.
Sheathe my weapon for the time being? Then my sword... Sheathe my weapon. Time your strike. It's more important than brute strength.
I don't think Hoarder is as good as Ifrit is, relatively. I also don't think he breaks the Quartz that much. Oh, he has his Sanctuary, which is just defense and extra health and rest in practice. You can just give him higher stats and it's basically the same thing as not having the Sanctuary talent. Don't get me wrong, it's a decent talent, but I don't think it really breaks out of the archetype. He has skill 2 then, which is only good for stunning stuff, because the damage of it is ass. And you have a decently overloaded skill 3 to carry fight. Everything here is useless, 0. Like, he's still gonna die if he gets mobbed by 3 trash mobs. I don't think Hoarder's any different from the other Crusher. He's okay, but the standards of 6 stars means bad. Because all the good 6 stars are broken beyond belief, and nothing from in any lower rarity can compare with them. Okay, so now we have Indigo and Eton on T2, which means that Quartz will never have to book anything again. Hi, no name. Oh, congratulations, Amir. You unlocked one of the best starts in the game. Why is Hazy C2 art so good for no reason? One of the mysteries of Arknights.
A bit late.
Well, not
but
letting her
fast.
block does help.
Just as planned.
Yeah, Hazy is already perfect. She doesn't need a skin as far as I'm concerned. I really doubt they can make a skin that would make me not use Hazy C2 art anyway.
Doctor, I'm in.
Bubble is here to protect Orchid,
Go ahead.
so she can finish
Come
working on the chest.
I already have enough work to deal with.
I now realize that she will not kill the chest in time, because she will focus on the archers. Oh, we have a duck or bear, so we're gonna get the chest thanks to that. Okay, we don't need to use any skill there. Hopefully it's a dog, a free kill, and it lets us... The duck is the worst one. We'll kill it anyway, but we might not be able to get the chest, because Orchid will prioritize it. Okay, we'll be fine.
Go ahead. Oh, come on! I already have enough work to deal with.
海面がこの敵たちはどれも波の危険さには及びません。
どうすりゃいいんだ。ここだここ。いいぞ、もっとやれ。
Chimera strike. It's more important than brute strength.
Ethan never even stopped binding. I think Executor not being able to be deployed on range tiles. Ooh, great item. Wish I had guards that weren't Quartz. We don't have much. I'll take this. So any sniper's decent with this. Pinecone's gonna get us in DP issues. Totter's probably the best choice for heavies, but we can go with May because she's cheap. May it is. Can we do unwell? So, May reveals first row of assholes, Ethan finishes revealing them. Quartz plus this asshole deals with all the basic enemies, Bubble plus this blocks the rest. Yeah, should be doable. Let's go. Hopefully when we get the 7th 4-star caster, it's not going to bind everything too.
そこも質問させてもらうの
I'm way oversaturated on binds. This might be a waste of May. Not sure. Bubble will be back here. Now the real question is if I can get away with deploying Quartz first. Probably not. In that case, let this asshole run through. Ethan can handle him.
盾を構えるぞ
ここだここ。目の前真っ暗になってねえか。
光が力を蓄えています
Actually, it makes sense to deploy Quartz last. Whoa.
Ready to move.
Perfect timing.
準備できる敵たちはどれも波の危険さには及びません
Okay, that should win easily. There's no Decor Bear. And we can save the skills for the normal enemies there. Yeah, whenever I try to play tactically, I just end up not using her. Now, this isn't some Quartz's bad moment. If I had Cutter instead of Quartz, I would have deployed in exactly the same order. That's just what makes sense. Because that way you take the least damage and kill the most stuff.
Doctor.
It's just that ranged operators that can kill stuff without blocking them have an advantage. They don't require healing.
Go ahead. Oh, come on. I already have enough work to deal with.
Yeah, May probably does way more damage than half the operators here because of Wrath.
この名探偵に
But she's also low on DP and reveals all the tiles I need to. So using her as a scout just made more sense. Straight to an E2 bubble. And it makes more sense to go up top, so we can get the scout. I guess we can block everything in one lane here.
全員出動なのだ
We can have Quartz here, for example, with a medic.
ビリビリするだけなのだ
Perfect timing.
Not sure that's a particularly good idea, but we'll see how far it takes us.
一度しか
And normal mode it should be fine, since May does reasonable damage.
光が力を
Don't think the
蓄えていま
spiders
す
will be enough to kill. Even if they do, just switch with bubble.
このテーザー銃の威力見せてやるのだ
And any single leak will be covered by Indigo. Yeah, we'll be fine. Eighteen enemies means there's definitely no Decor Bear.
ビリビリするだけなのだ
I mean, we can still use Quartz.
Sheath my keep your distance. I only want to strike the enemy.
もっと早く傷が癒えるように手伝いますこのテーザー銃の威力見せてやるのだ皆さんが無事であることが私にとって一番の
The real question will be if the next Twink operator will be a 4-star. We have quite a few of those. More defenders. I guess I'll take Gummy. doesn't really matter. If I'm not doing the last ending. We to May. Well, I could have had Bubble in Quartz's place and it would have worked just as well. God tier item, but it doesn't help Quartz. What do you mean by a good 4-star supporter? And in what context? Generally or in IS4? We can take this for the most fights. Top's kind of boring. Bottom and hope we run into a Bosky. This is not in fact a Bosky. $20 starting DP is way too good. Never skip that. And the Bosky. You know, I should have just turned off the fight into emergencies. Oh, so that's what happens. You can get a 6-star. That's awful. Never do that. It's not wasting runes for non-guaranteed stuff. How horrid. I'll lose even more lives if I take the Bosky. Why not? Hopefully it's a good Bosky. Lower deployment limit is a free win. Which one will give me the emergency? Let's go with the top today. The temporary recruit rune for me is fodder for the rune exchange shop.
The battle has begun.
Oh, we didn't
Be
hit the
careful,
emergency.
everyone.
Okay, if we do our usual strategy, we're gonna end up killing ourselves. So we're gonna switch around a bit.
Perfect timing.
杖が温まってきました。
フリーズなのだ。
We'll deploy more stuff later, as needed.
一度しか警告しないのだ。
準備できました。
She should shoot once more, right? Yeah, Indigo's already shooting. It's fine.
ここは安全で。
Heal the scratch
この
damage
テー
away.
ザー銃の威力見せてやるのだ。
That's enough health to survive until the end. Thank the caster for me.
Hide, and make sure to put out the cooking fire.
このテーザー銃の威力。
逃げたいのなら道を照らしましょう。
僕に任せて。
Getting laughed up by the caster's melee attacks is less than ideal.
ドクター？
Okay, that should be enough health.
Want to strike the enemy.
I actually whiffed the rough bonus because her attack is so slow. Whoa. I need to activate it as she's winning, else it takes too late when she loses the spinach bonus. Though I suppose that's true for a lot of operators, not just Quartz. Yeah, if you have a lot of deployment limit, this is a super easy note. Hooray, double devices, very helpful. More snipers, obviously. It's very Quartz-like. Oh, we missed the emergency. What a tragedy. This is a complete free win.
Orders ASAP, please.
I can just time her S1 better. I don't think it's worth using her horrible S2 just so I can be lazy. Because for once I have a sniper that targets air units directly. I don't have to do goofy shit with the drone to make it work. Yeah, I kinda feel like Quartz isn't gonna do much on this map. No idea why. Just a hunch.
Hide and make sure to put
I
out the
agree
cooking
it looks cooler, that's why sometimes I use it when I'm trolling. But in actual practice, it's not in fact cooler. It's one of those skills that, like, everyone can meme about 25% damage, but you need to have experience using Quartz to grasp just how much ass it sucks. Like, you're not even getting more damage when you use her S2. You're getting less damage than you would from S1. It's so tragic. It hurts my soul. We're not gonna need a medic, because the drones will stop
and make sure
existing.
to put out the cooking fire.
So that's 16,000 damage right here. One more charge from her, so 15,000. Can Indigo one-shot a drone? Pew. Very nice. The rest doesn't help against infinity damage, I guess. I thought for a second that if a dog spawns on the last wave, Quartz will actually get to do something. But Totoro will just kill the dog, so I guess she won't. Oh, maybe we're gonna leak the spear? Nah, never mind. Hooray! Quartz gets to do a thing.
A bit late, not a big problem.
And now Total gets to do a thing.
Stop moving.
Oh, the dog will actually walk through. It has like 30,000 health. Okay, we need to try hard a bit then.
Foggy today. Bad luck.
The tragedy of having a new one, Total.
I see Foul taking off. Probable ambush in the grass.
Oops, I messed it up.
Come out. Stop hiding.
I should have activated it a bit earlier. So he actually hit the dog with his S2. Because it walks so quickly. I missed the hit. More deployment limit. More devices, more health for Quartz. Good stuff all around. Vanguard is probably the better choice, but when you have items like this, Vanguards become less important. So let's take more guards. We have physical damage, so Tage and Moose are out. Jackie is an option. Cutter is obviously the best choice, but let's use goofy shit today. Ah yes, let's make it so we can't deploy Quartz. That's a good idea. That might be a bit of a pain in the ass. Nah, it should be a free win. We have way too much damage. What fight were we doing again? That sounds like work. I don't wanna do work. Let's do this one because you don't need to press any buttons to win. Super buffed Indigo. Now, the real question. Will Quartz win?
Doctor,
Ooh, kind of started losing before even going under 50%. Also, I'm gonna leak one enemy because I'm trolling. Never mind, Ethan doesn't give a shit. Yeah, Cutter only wins because she cheats. Cutter can actually tank its hits because of defense, and then insta-kill it when it gets close.
プリーズなのだ。杖が温まってきました。
暴力じゃ何も解決できないけど
Okay,
お前
so
を
she
料
can
理
tank
する
this
には
hit.
十分だぜ。
Next hit will kill her.
A bit late, not a big problem.
プリーズなのだ。
I guess having very low DPS is
Doctor,
helpful
I'm in
here.
position.
Though it's impressive how quickly Quartz died with her
Sheathe my
12,000
weapon for the time
health.
being. Then
このテーザー銃の威力見せてやるのだ。
I expected it to be a bit closer. That should die. And we can block here.
僕に任せて。このテーザー銃の威力見せてやるのだ。
目の前真っ暗になってねえか。
To be fair, she only won because Indigo damaged the
Target
chest.
down. Mission clear. No setbacks.
Eat to Gummy or get a supporter. I guess we'll eat to Gummy first. On to the fight. Add Gummy,
準備完了。
and the rest doesn't matter. Oh yeah, Cutter has a fun interaction with the chest. She usually insta-kills herself before she can fire all of her knives. If you can hit a chest with Cutter at max range, she'll always kill it.
全員出動なのだ。
So, do I even need to deploy other operators at this point?
They're
I
fast
kind
on
of
the
doubt
move,
it.
but I can still read their tracks.
I have to be
See
honest.
clouds rise.
プリーズなのだ。
Nice shot. Mhm.
このテーザー銃の威力見せてやるのだ。このテーザー銃の威力見せてやるのだ。
Okay, guess we need to block now.
グムがみんなを守る。
perfect timing.
一度しか警告しないのだ。 海面がこの敵たちはどれも波の危険さには及びません。
Time your strike. It's more important than brute strength.
It won't be any use.
Acceptable performance.
ここだここ。目の前真っ暗になってねえか。
僕の力の見せ所だ。
Saves me from having to heal my stuff.
海面がこの敵たちはどれも波の危険さには及びません。
Very convenient.
It won't be any use.
よいしょっと。フムの特製料理だよ。
Quartz successfully stood in a corner for about a minute and a half.
When every phase of the mission
To be fair, with
proceeds
so much range
watch-like
damage, that's the best
precision,
thing she could do.
Victory is assured.
The free win ending 3 item. Or the minus enemy health item. This item is better if we're not doing ending 3. Doing ending 3 with Quartz would be fucking funny, so let's do that. We to Jackie first. And we'll take a sing rune. Completely irrelevant debuff as well. So we're going for the scout thing. This fight's mostly a freebie. with one problem that needs sorting. I guess I can spawn camp with May, or we can just have May kill all of the drones.
言うことを聞くやってみる
Can probably skip on having a medic here. Why would it hurt if anyone steps on you? Like, first of all, it depends on where they step. No. Okay. Who goes where? Let's leave Gummy alone. She can sew the corner.
おいしいもの食べよう光が力を蓄えています みんなお腹すいた
We'll commit Totter to remove casters in a bit. Though the first caster might need to be killed by Jackie.
おいしいもの食べよう夜明けまで守りに来ます
Do we place him here or in the back? This should be
I see
safer.
Val taking off.
痛くないのだちょっとビリビリするだけなのだ
Great luck.
He won
Got a
Totter, by the way.
tailwind today.
Just thought I'd mention that. Yeah, cause it's E2 with Raf. So shield heals almost everything. Life is good when you get all the overpowered items. It's really convenient that Mei targets the snipers first, because the defenders have a path like this where they go in a circle, but the snipers go straight in. So even though the snipers are farther away from the blue box, their actual pathing is shorter, so they get prioritized first. That's really convenient in situations like this. You can get snipers here to shoot them directly. Just useful small details to know,
道を照らしましょう
so you can abuse the map. You can see if the defender's a bit deeper in,
Doctor.
then that's not quite how it works. Because then a defender here is closer to the blue box than a sniper here, because they go like this.
Target down. Mission clear.
Oh
No
sure,
setbacks.
mains the killing help is very helpful. Maybe Roberto would have been better. I don't plan on using either of them. Okay, we take the scout note. Do we see a shop somewhere? Okay, so if we dive into both boskies, we're gonna have 3 lives left. I'm not really opposed to playing with a low life count, it's not a big deal. Though we're gonna try to use this combo inside and see if we can get some lives back. Dominion. That should be a free win. We can't tell which one is the emergency. That's a pity. Both of these should be free win fights. But I hate doing this fight without pinecone, so we're gonna take defense instead. Switch out one defender for more slow.
私も任務に参加するんですか
Concord lowers co-ops, yeah. I'm just planning to use it to get some extra lives.
全員出動
So I can afford to use the
They're fast on
attack
the move,
reduction.
but I can still read their tracks.
僕の力の見せ所だねここは通さない
It's fine. We can avoid all of the Dominion tiles. Oh yeah,
前のだ
I forgot the downside of bringing Kudenku. We have the buff stuck on a new one. We really want a Rio medic and a Vanguard at some point. but it's not critical. We can abuse this as a pseudo medic, and we have the relic that is just a vanguard. Actually, let's redeploy her faster. Indigo facing in the back, because the only thing I care for Indigo to hit is the axe guys anyway.
Doctor, I'm in position.
Ah, if only we had the guard SP book. That would have been something.
どうすりゃいいんだ
Okay, no need to use it on S2 for this one, because he'll die to other stuff. Next one that comes running through, we use it on skill. If he misses a bind, we switch to Indigo skill. Because we just want to prevent this box from breaking. In fact, we should have Bubble deployed, because she can tank them on skill pretty easily.
A bit late, not a big problem.
I'm playing this too seriously. It should be a really easy free win.
Sheathe my
No, the
weapon for
Kurber.
time being.
There's two more of these assholes.
Then my sword.
We're basically having a god run right now. The squad itself is sort of trashy. We're lacking some essential tools, but we have so many relics it probably will not matter.
Mission clear. No setbacks.
Wait, shit, I forgot to use the thing that I came in here to do. I'm stupid. It's not worth using anymore, because it's only one fight. Oh, we can still use it now. With the weaker combo. Why not? Oh, we got rid of this. How helpful. That's gonna save us lives later. Okay, bring more healing. We can give up on her for more healing.
皆さんのことは私がお守りします
Hello, alternative game protagonist.
Let's move. Time. waits for
Just wait
nobody.
to see where the first wave of drones is. Aggressively useless blade dance. Okay, they're on the free win side.
そこも質問させてもらうのだ
So we can just deploy like this and win.
痛くないのだちょっとビリビリするだけなのだ
We'll send Bubble here, so half the drones can kill themselves in her. And then we'll do Ethan plus Quartz in the middle.
おとなしく捕まるのだ
I see you.
Ah, this is the most helpful invisible tile I've ever seen. We'll do it like this, I guess,
一度しか警告しないのだ
so she can tank a few stray hits later.
光が力を蓄えています
This is the hardest fourth stage in my opinion. Gumi as a stray tanker. We'll hold her skill for the third wave, because it's the most annoying.
Perfect timing.
このテーザー銃の威力見せてやるのだ
We shouldn't have much trouble with this stage, to be honest. But I also really hate this stage. And not having Pinecone makes it a bit scary. So I'm gonna take it probably needlessly seriously.
Use.
準備でき心の汚れが光への恐れを生むんです
Stay
いいぞ
still,
もっと
please.
やれ痛くないのだちょっとビリビリするだけなのだ
Gummy might have made more sense on the other side. Ah well.
体当たりだ
That's fine.
You're staring at my eye patch. It reveals a lot.
準備できるわけなら守りに行きます。
No, maybe not. The zero health drone goes straight in. The shady shithole is on the third floor. I'm kinda really used to the shady shithole, and I don't mind it much anymore. Ah, the tragedy of not having pinecone. I will now proceed to not get pinecone. We're gonna get Myrtle though. Get this so we can abuse the shop later. Ew, this is great. Barely free win fight. That gives good stuff. Give up on the medic. Yep, more fights are always great. Oh yeah, I forgot we have fog everywhere. This tile is protected. Do I use them even with the fog? Nah. Let's be real, May's not gonna die. Want to get rid of this asshole through the wall, then tank with Gummy here. One weird advantage that Gummy has over a lot of other healing defenders is that her healing skill isn't tied to her attack animation. So even if her attack speed is slow, she can always heal. It won't stop her. Weird stuff that I just happen to know.
I see Foul taking off. Probable ambush in the grass.
Probably makes sense to set up like this. And then Quartz can be in the invisible tile. That's not a spy. And Indigo can sit on her thumbs. We're not gonna need her. It's fine if Totter can't hit, cause May does infinity damage.
杖が温まってきました。
Sheathe my
Yeah, Quartz hit like 2 enemies. That's undeniable proof that she's old. Also, this feels like a floor 2 or floor 3 fight when you know what you're doing. It's really weird how late in the game you can get it. Shields for melee, very nice. Reduce collapse value or a fight remover. I don't think we need to remove fights. Nameless heroes is the worst non-boss stage. And of course we get the other god tier item. Now we only need Perfumer so we don't have to worry about our health. And we're probably gonna run into one. This is kind of turning into a free win. Or we can just buy everything here. Okay, we won't splurge too much. Bring a Perfumer. And get one more sniper. Because I like snipers. We always play with Pinecone. Let's take something else. Oh yeah, we can run Meteor. Buying the shop was worth for the record. I just don't care. Oh, bring some squad limit. On to the next job. Yeah, I spam Pinecone quite a bit. Let's refrain from doing that. And let's stack some ingots. I mean, if it may already destroyed your ears, then you have nothing to worry about. So there's no problem. I skip everything else. Yeah, this is a comedically god tier run. Wait, shit, I should have brought some... Now we're gonna have to take every fight blind. Oh well. Well, I did say we have to take every fight blind, but it's going to be exactly one fight. The game doesn't want me to lose, I see. The game really doesn't want me to lose. Make sure we only have E2 operators.
With pleasure.
To Perfumer. Replace one for
There's
Murdo.
a mission? I wanna go!
Squad limit or E2 Meteor? Squad limit because we have way too much deploy. Like, I don't even need to reveal what the fight is. I can remove it, but I don't think there's a fight I can't do right now. So why even bother? Oh yeah, let's get rid of some random buff while we're here. It was more than 30 ingots, I think. Okay, it's musical disaster. I reckon we just win. The moment we deploy our shit. Maybe not. No, Totor should just kill everything. Certain encounters benefit you a lot if you play them blind. Okay, so we have Myrtle here.
I see Foul taking off.
Oh yeah,
Double ambush
I
in the
forgot these
grass.
guys can reach there. Oops.
Stop moving.
They're being pests. No, it won't be a problem for long. We'll deploy Perfumer here just so they can't die from bleed. Stay still, please.
Come out. Stop hiding.
Oops. That's kind of a problem.
Good scenery here, Doctor. We're counting on you again today, little apple.
Honestly, the emergency version of this fight is kind of a pain in the ass.
Stay
calm, my friend.
Especially when the buff throws you and lands on Indigo of all people. If this fight manages to kill me, I'll die laughing. Pretty high chance it will do just that. I couldn't place Perfumer on these tiles. I guess I should have had Totter here and then Perfumer here with me.
I see Foul taking off. Probable ambush in the grass.
Yeah, I think I'm just dead.
Won't be any use.
That's fine with me.
Catch something and see if we can prevent instant death. Oh, not really. GG! Damn, this... Huh! That was a stupid way to die. I didn't expect the guys in the bottom to start moving so fast. Normally they wait a lot longer. Is it the extra guy from... Is it because it's an extra guy? Like the one you get from the scout note? Because normally you have time to kill them before they move. I think it's because it was the bonus enemy from the scout note, and that one moves much faster. Okay, good to know. So if you run into musical disaster, the scout note spawns an extra enemy that moves much earlier than any other enemy. Well, that's just something I couldn't have known, so there's nothing I could do about it at that point. I was assuming they all take like a minute to move and Totter will just kill them all. Oh shit, wrong spot. At least I learned something new. That's really specific. No, it's because it's not the normal floor 5 emergency. If it was the normal floor 5 emergency, I just win easily. I just didn't know the first enemy moves faster, and that caused a ton of issues. I'm not really interested in a 5-star rune. Least of all because I'm not really that interested in 5 stars. You just start with Wupuma and then do whatever and win. It's not exactly difficult. Depends on what you mean by worst. Do you mean hardest, least fun, or whatever? Where's Quartz? Oh. Okay, we know we can open with Orchid, so we'll take Gavio. No, March of the Dead is definitely the hardest mandatory fight. I'm not really waiting for any module right now. I'll use what comes along. The last model I was waiting for was Click's model, but they already did all the stuff associated with that. We either kill this guy or miss the chest. I'm not sure if this works. The deep cover tentacles help a lot. I guess we're about to find out how close it gets.
She's my pioneer strike. It's more important than brute strength.
The scout enemy on musical disaster is very throw and just rushes you at the start. Did not expect and died. Okay, so we die on this stage without deep cover. Well, it was worth throwing because I learned something. Namely that if you have the scout note, you shouldn't take the emergency musical. That was about what I expected. Maybe it works if we have Orchid at the start. Next to Quartz, so let's try that one more time. I don't mind the mechanic. The extra enemy is really disgusting though. Because it behaves differently from all the other enemies, it completely changes the stage. Let's see if we can hit another prison to
Hope I can help.
test this. You just drop gravel on the one-shot guys and then they don't one-shot.
I propose we begin
It's not
our
a-
operation at the
Mount,
top of the
Mountain
hill.
Seas is a big
It'll
stat
be
check
easier to
stage.
keep track of time.
You use something like Roberto or Gravel or Summons to eat the hits and then you kind of just don't care. This might outright kill me, because Quartz can't kill bugs fast enough when I think about it.
Perfect timing.
I guess we'll find out.
治療の準備だ
It's how quickly he rushes you, it completely changes the map. Also, the extra enemy is in a place where you can't abuse the laser. Normally what would have happened without the scout enemy there is the Totter would have just killed all the enemies in the back, and then the stage would be over.
しっかりしろ
Yeah, the invisible enemies do
Go
about
ahead out of my way
8,000 damage or so.
Sheathe my keep your distance. I only want to strike the enemy.
しっかりしろ
Hooray, we didn't die. Barely.
Mission accomplished.
A perfect job
The invisible enemies in Mountain Sea do about 8,000 damage or something. You just need to bait them with something. Maybe Link Dragons tank them barely, and then they die to the next hit. A Link Dragon has like 7,000 something health, right? You can just drop a summon on them, gravel. You just need to bring something to deal with them. Okay, I want to test this, but I also want to actually play the game, so I'll take 3 stages. I'll test some other time.
ことを聞くやってみる行くぞ
That's kind of throw.
治療してほしいやつは前に出ろ
It should work.
Perfect timing.
何やってんだ
Just as planned.
アーツの治療範囲に入れ
盾を構えるぞ
Gavio versus Thorn's Chest.
アーツの治療範囲に入れ 何やってんだ
Oops.
Here. Oh, come on.
Well, realistically, there
I
wasn't
already
much
have enough
we
work
could
to
have done
deal
there.
with.
Gavio only heals for so much. I should have probably had Bubble tanking here. The reflect does more damage. Use it for trash clear.
アーツの治療範囲に入れ
One, two, three. Pretty sure Orchid can kill one bug
アーツの治療範
in
囲
a
に
tile.
入れ
Hooray, we're not dead. Good
Bit
job,
late,
everyone that is
not
on
a big
Quartz.
problem.
Mission accomplished.
連中弱すぎだなこの杖でもう少し暴れたかったぜ
This is a really difficult choice between the worst and best runes in the game. One of those things does damage, so easy choice. This should be a free win, because the reflect can be used on bugs.
I propose we begin our operation at the top of the hour. It'll be easier to keep track
Bit of
of
an
time.
irritating spot.
治療の準備だ
Perfect timing.
I'll use Orchid to remove
Orchid ready
this
to
asshole
move.
first, so we don't have to tank them both at once later.
今助けてやる アーツの治療範囲に入れ
盾を構えるぞ
This is to prevent archers from murdering Quartz. It's fine if both casters die later on. Though the longer it takes, the better.
Go ahead. Out of my way.
I think we'll die from
It's
Slug
more
Leak though.
important than brute strength.
Yeah. Too many slugs
アーツの治療
that are
範囲
too
に入
tanky.
れ
The emergency stages are hard with Quartz. Though having absolutely no damage in the squad doesn't help either. Okay, there's too many stuff that are unreliable without deep cover. I'll go back to running Quartz deep cover. At least that can consistently kill all of the stages, which is something. Yeah, Quartz isn't a tank. In Quartz's defense, we didn't have anything other than her do damage. It's not like I have a lot of operators that can beat that stage with a medic, 1 DPS at E1, and some random trash mobs. Oh, Pinecone can if the medic is Perfumer, but besides the point.
Hope I can help.
The Godrun aside, this is a wonderful
I
showcase of
propose we begin our
why
operations at the
having
top of
zero
the
defense
hour.
is very
It'll be easier to keep
impractical
track of
against
time.
most enemies. 31, so no Ducker Bear. Oh yeah, Brawlers can just delete Quartz. It's hilarious. I seem to recall that Quartz wins without a medic. Let me test that.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, because these guys have low health.
Doctor, I'm in position.
I kind of doubt I'll die. Deep cover should be plenty. I guess we'll find out.
What will have to get past my assistants first?
Yeah, because the swords actually have low DPS. They just do arts. So it's a case where zero defense is irrelevant. Yeah, you should really get her skin. It improves the tentacles by 85% because they look cool. Get the Quartz doesn't block anything operator.
今壁が目の前で動いたって？何言ってんだ、そんなことあるわけね。
Do your best, everyone.
What do we get the chest with?
Oh, I just need a minute.
Can it unsoul this lane so I can get... Yeah, this is
A
fine.
bit late, not a big problem.
Let's take it slow.
I could have also just used Deep Cover to kill the chest. It doesn't matter because it has AoE damage and is therefore overpowered on this stage. But it would have made more sense. Because kind of obviously Quartz has more DPS than Quartz.
This is worth celebrating. When we get back to Rhodes Island, we won't have to eat my cooking anymore.
Now you need some event that unlocks every skin again. And you can buy it from the shop then. Yeah, this should be fine. We have the small problem that Quartz is going to die horribly. But hopefully Cruce's high DPS will offset that small problem.
I propose we begin our operation at the top of the hour. It'll be easier to keep track of time. Perfect timing.
Yeah, the Indigo skin is top tier. Okay, so if Quartz doesn't instantly die the moment this enemy touches her, we should be fine. Actually, to that end, we should deploy Cruise first. Hooray! She did not instantly die. We're making progress. Okay, so we need to deploy deep cover like this.
Just need a minute.
We're gonna block one of those ships. Because one downside that nobody ever talks about having a really large health pool is that it takes forever to actually get healed back to full health when you take some damage. Okay. Wait for this ship to pass. Now we can do it now. I'll do it here then.
They'll have to get past my
Just picking
assistants
off a few
first.
sheep, because we don't have enough block for all of them.
ここにもっと早く傷が癒えるように手伝います。ここだよ。
Oops.
目の前真っ暗になってねえか。
I forgot about this guy coming down this lane. I should have pulled later.
ここにいたのね。
Another thing that nobody mentions is that there is a downside to having high attack. It only matters when you're fighting trash mobs, but it leads to high overkill. If you have Quartz hitting something with a few thousand health, she's going to overkill it a lot. Because if she kills them in a hit and a half, then a lot of that damage is just wasted. Ideally, I don't want to use Quartz to tank things. Not worth wasting a device for one fight. We don't have a caster. This thing. The free wind shield. Less stuff hitting Quartz is better. So where's Indigo? God tier shop I have no money for. It happens. On feel like emptying the shop. Hope this is a boss key.
インディゴいつでも行けます。
Yeah, it also doesn't matter much in practice because you're not going to use Quartz to kill trash mobs generally. Oh, they were emergency slugs, so she was a bit off from one-shotting them, yeah.
Hide, and make sure to put out the cooking fire.
Holy fuck, this is a horrible squad for this stage.
Oh, I just need a minute. Whew, I have to get serious now. 戦っている時は眠らないんだから。
ここでいいや。
よいしょっと。Gather around me, guys.
A bit late, not a big problem.
ここにいたのね。
ここだここ。暴力じゃ何も解決できないけど。お前を
Ideally, I
料
don't
理するには
want
十
to
分だぜ。
use any tentacles.
ドクター？狙って。
Okay, we didn't need to. Kind of lucked out with Titan Binds. Otherwise, we would have had to retreat Cruise.
準備できま逃げたいのなら道を照らしましょう。
こ
Might leak this thing, because the chest wastes a bit of damage, and Indigo is a bit wimpier than Click of skill, so at E2 the difference becomes really big. Yeah, we're gonna leak this guy. Should have been better deployed here, so she can hit the guy more later. We will try, but he should make it through.
準備できます。この敵たちはどれも波の
I'm your strike. It's more important than brute strength.
狙って
That was more down to a sloppy deploy in Indigo. Here and to the left makes much more sense.
Mission accomplished. よかった。風も波もない夜を過ごせますね。
Hooray for shields, I guess. Snow Priest. And we can't get anything. The cats would have probably been the best choice. And this isn't a boss key, so there is no reason to go up.
I propose we begin our operation at the top of the hour.
If I
It'll
had
be easier
Quartz
to
one
keep
tile
track
more,
of time.
I probably would have killed it, but it's
狙って
unreliable because of Item Bind. Yeah, we can't really afford to have her over there.
Is that who we're fighting?
We kind of have no deployment limit, which makes Deep Cover less than desirable.
Scumble, scumble. 狙って
Also, the difference between E1 and E2 is also massive.
どうすりゃいいんだ
It goes from 2.5 to 3 times.
暴力じゃ何も解決できないけどお前を料理するには十分だぜ
ここにいたのね
23, so 3 normal dudes and 1 heavy.
狙って Let's take it slow. 怖がもっと早く傷が癒えるように手伝います
Mission accomplished.
Hello again. I didn't know you left in the first place.
Victory! I was pretty good, wasn't I, Doctor?
Oh no, I died horribly to musical disaster. Apparently, if the stage has... Let's go with May again. If you have the scout node for ending 3, it gives you an extra enemy just to screw you over. If I go up, we'll get the emergency, but we'll miss. But we won't have enough devices to go up. So the scout node is still better value. Well, less luck and more knowledge. Something that I didn't know killed me. Now I know it. So if I'm in the same situation, I'll win. Just how it is. Obviously this fight. If that emergency is a free win, I'll go up for it. But most on the third floor aren't. You can say I throw, but how am I supposed to not die to something that I didn't know beforehand? Like, I'm not a wizard. If I don't know it's coming, I can't block it.
怪しいやつをチームに入れないように気をつけるのだ
Sadly, there's no boxers in IS4, although the basic enemies attack really quickly to begin with,
Let's go!
so they're kind of close to that.
聞いてるよここだよそこも質問させてもらうのだ Good scenery here, Doctor.
You know, we might die about now.
ここだよ I have to get serious now.
A bit late, not a big problem.
このテーザー銃の威力見せてやるのだ Whew, gather around me, guys. 狙って Whew, almost dozed off.
光が力を蓄えています。
Believe in
Shield my
it,
weapon.
you
You're
mean?
staring at my eye patch.
俺が見えないだろ。
一度しか警告目を覚ましてください
The real lesson here is that they should have E2'd eaten.
ここだよ フリーズなのだ Good scenery here, Doctor.
Yeah, like 5 trash mobs or so.
怖いのだちょっとビリビリする
Shockingly good.
A bit late, not a bit
目の前真っ暗になってねえか。
ドクター目を覚ましてください
Oh, good job eaten. Yeah, would have been 0 leaks if I E2'd eaten instead, which is why I was saying it was better in the first place. E2 May, because it's not like I have any other choices. Warfare in S1 is a horrible skill, for the record. Nobody should ever use it for killing. Unless you're playing AOS4 to have a constant stream of slug, Gavio is kind of better. You need an absolutely insane amount of health for Warfare in S1 to heal for more than Gavio. I think Warfare in S1 is the single most overrated heal in the game. If you wanna keep Quartz alive, what you take is Quercus. And her bullshit infinity heal. You can also take Quercus if you want to keep literally anything else in the game alive too. So Shady Frozen Sea to try and reach the shop. We have no wards damage, so we will then die. Or alternatively, we can take out something else and then die. Okay, let's die going to the shop because it's faster. Wait, no, I can't even imagine how to play this. I can't clear this because no wards damage. And I can't tank this guy, so this will kill me. So this is the only option. And it will probably kill me. We're having a solid run today. Bring the other medic too. We don't need DP.
With pleasure.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Gavio can murder Warfarin and steal her PhD. So she can definitely do that.
光に
Wouldn't
つい
you
てき
agree?
てください。
犯罪者どもめおとなしく捕まるのだこのテーザー銃の威力見せてやるのだ
Okay, so here's the strat. Quartz can't die if I don't deploy Quartz. Sadly, I'm going to have to in a bit,
ここフリーズ
but we'll delay that moment of horror as much as possible.
光が力を蓄えて
一度しか警告しないのだ
Perfect timing.
このテー 銃の威力いいぞもっとやれ目を覚ましてください
Time your strike. It's more important than brute strength.
It's fine, I think the good eyes. Actually, it's not, because crocodiles would walk through. Then again, that would be fine.
一度しか警告しないのだ
夜明けまで守りに来ます。
And that
海面が少し想像しい
That was a really
I
stupid
won't be
setup.
afraid.
I mean, Warfarin is just healing if you're using her S1 too. Don't rely on the S1 SP cost to do that much unless you're playing AOS4. I mean, mathematically, one's just gonna be better. You can try it out yourself and see. Yeah, but if I'm tryharding to make a Crusher
俺
work,
だって頑張った
I'm
ぜ
gonna put them in a place where every time they get healed it matters. I'm not gonna use them to kill dogs in the first place, so that's kind of a moot point. Also, Gavia wasting her charges won't matter if you're fighting dogs, because they're dogs. There's no way I can do craving. The casters will roll me over, so we have to take the shady frozen shithole. Might be possible with a new one. Quartz.
There's a mission?
I doubt it. How do I not die to the one caster that kills a boat? So, okay, May has to kill the one caster. Oh. So how am I not dead here? I can't imagine it. I think I'm dead. I'm not spending a rune. We're gonna die honorably. Okay, Myrtle should be the lowest value.
You're sending me to fight? Seriously?
We can't use Quartz on a tile that will let her kill the caster. It will simply kill us later. Because we need her to stop the two casters. So I guess we're just trolling RNG and hoping we get the version of the stage where the boat fucks off. Oh, if a boat is AFK here, we're just dead. Did I get a life and not take it? You're supposed to get lives when you're near 0 health. My bet is I'm just dead, but we'll see.
心の汚れが光への恐れを生むんです。
Oh, I just need ここにいたの
Because the boat should throw me.
You'll have to get past my assistants first.
暴力で何も解決
逃げたいなら道を照らしましょう。
Okay, we have a shot, because the boat decided to fuck off.
現場操作なのだ
So this is a battlefield.
Delete the caster right now.
Come on, chin up. A bit late, not a big problem.
暴力で何も
Keep your distance.
No need to rush.
この敵たちはどれも波の危険さには及びません。
Can probably retreat. Cruise. But wait until I have some action. Need to deploy something. Leaking that bomb would have been fine.
いいぞもっとやれ
It's not like it would kill Ethan.
ここにいたのね
夜明けまで
You'll have to get past my
Acceptable.
assistants first.
That's fine with me.
現場操作なのここだよ
暴力で何も解決できないけどお前を料理するには十分だぜ
一度しか警告しないのだ
We're dead.
心の
This guy's out of range of anything.
光への恐れを生むんです。
Technically playable, but relies too much on binds. I was right not to take it earlier. It's not luck, it's skill. I should have been ready to deploy the tentacle earlier. Also, yeah, Ethan wasn't T2. Which is a mistake I'm making willingly, so we're not counting that one. I can't make a choice not to do that when I'm trolling with Quartz. It gives us a better third floor if I skip Deep Cover, because she is useless there without a bunch of supporting relics. Namely deployment limit. But it's so unreliable on the first floor, I don't want to do it.
Hope I can help.
Ah, it was from the collapse of the buff. I see.
I propose we begin our operation at the top of the hour. It'll be easier to keep track of time. Perfect timing.
What? They'll have to get past my assistants first.
Not close at all. That would have been a stupid way to die. Is it because the archer lived longer? I wasn't paying attention.
This is worth celebrating. When we get back to Rhodes Island, we won't have to eat my cooking anymore.
This is impossible. We have to skip it. We'll go with only 2 fights.
今壁が目の前で動いたって？何言ってんだ、そんなことあるわけねえだろ。
If I had one more operator, I would try it. But tentacles lose 1v1 to the basic enemies at E1 deep cover. So there's no way.
Do your best, everyone.
Kind of a trolly mimic there.
ここは安全です。
Definitely queuable though.
Scumble, scumble.
Tentacles have defense and no damage. So it's not... It's a kind of an odd comparison, if you ask me. Wait until these guys fuck off. Okay, so this should be the best time for it.
Let's take it slow.
Time your strike. It's more important than brute strength.
怖がる。もっと早く傷が癒えるように手伝います。
Alright, we didn't die.
ここだ、いいぞ、もっとやれ。
Relative to 4-star, she has average damage, so it's not no damage and no defense. Relative to Mjolnir, she has no damage and no defense, yeah. But that's true of 95% of operators in the game, so it's not really worth mentioning.
ここだ、ここ
On that basis, I reject your joke. No, the Corber.
What? They'll have to get past my assistants first.
It will take longer if we wait until it reaches Quartz. Have you tried pressing the red button? He becomes much better then.
Let me sketch these triumphant heroes.
By the way, I was wondering this morning, can Mjolnir sew 1-7 with one of his skills? Truly an awful 6-star. What's even the point of him if he can't do that? Okay, now we get to not use Quartz at all. Wonderful. And we actually have some good relics here. This and the horn. Well, I assume there's a couple of medics that can't beat 1-7. So, okay, so 4 out of the 6 6-star medics cannot beat 1-7. It's a hard stage. Well, counting Calcit as a medic is cheating though. So it's more like 4 out of the 5 6-star medics can't beat 1-7. It's a tough stage. Oh, I see I enjoy licking the big enemies here. Only reason I can see why I would willingly walk into one well with a squad that can't possibly kill it. Ah yes, the 1-7 damage cheese. I forgot about it.
A bit late, not a big problem.
Scumble, scumble.
今助けてやる。
I always forget that an Iwan Gavio isn't a real operator.
Me?
She only becomes a real operator at T2. At T1 she's a meme. And can't heal for shit. Yeah, Quartz will be a lot better if she explodes and deals true damage on death. Well, guess I had to use the objective shield somewhere. Bye, dude.
What do let's take it slow?
Perfect timing.
何やってんだ。
There should really be a way to skip deep cover. She feels really bad in IS4. Yeah, this is one of the reasons I prefer taking Perfumer too. Gavio needs it too. The difference between an E1 Gavio and an E2 Gavio is ridiculous. Oh, we can clear the entire floor. That's nice. We can go up, then go down. Depends on what you mean by good operator. Are you asking whether he's strong relative to other 6-stars or whether you can easily clear the game with him? I guess saying he's the best in the archetype is true enough. You hardly find much dispute on that though. Ah, so when you say he's a must pull, do you mean he's good at snooker?
My little ones.
Or that you need a swimming pool to make use of him? Yeah, but if I do a normal Pinecone start, I won't be forced to use Quartz constantly. Because Pinecone solves everything. Okay, it has to be Quartz. Can she win 1v1? Hooray! She won.
I'm in position.
どうする俺が見えないだろう。
しっかりしろ。
Then again, spamming deep cover also results in not using quartz much. I had a god run and I died stupidly. Apparently on Musical Disaster, when you get an extra enemy, it spawns an extra caster at the back that moves instantly, instead of waiting.
This
That
is
ended
worth
up killing me.
celebrating. When we get back to Rhodes Island, we won't have to eat my cooking anymore.
Beyond that, it's going really badly. We've been watching Quartz die all day. Free hope. We have no money, so skip the shop. Devices, because that's what we're here for. Hooray, we didn't get the encounter that kills us instantly. E2 Quartz. Or you guys keep leaving and coming back, so I don't know where you left.
場所ってどこ
After that we died on the third floor once or twice, and died to slugs once. Fuck, we have to play on one twice. This is truly the worst timeline.
光についてきてください。道を開けてくれないのなら
At least this time we have more stuff, so we won't leak all over the place. Sometime I guess. When I built random 6 stars is indeed random. That won't work. Should die before I get a medic out.
杖が温まってきました。
ここだ。暴力じゃ何も解決できないけど、お前を料理する
But
には
that is the
十分だ
preferable
ぜ。
place for her.
Perfect timing.
治療してほしいやつは前に出ろ。何すりゃいいんだ。
よいしょっと。
心の汚れが
You're staring at my eye patch. It reveals a lot.
That would involve using 6 stars and 5 stars though.
Sheathe my weapon for the
Not too
time
interested.
being. Then
Also, when I think about it, the
sword.
ultimate way to play Crushers plus Medics is to just get Cowsit and Read Outer. And then you sort of just win.
怖がらないでください。ドクター
With just them. And then you don't bother using the Crushers.
Past my assistants first.
目の前真っ暗になってねえか。
Doctor, I'm your strike. It's more
逃げたいのなら道を照らしましょう。
戦っている時は眠らない方がだよ。
I assume staring at her eye patch means that Quartz is really uncomfortable with people looking her in the eyes.
悪くないと思うよ。
Like, if somebody looks you in the eyes, can you tell whether they're looking at your left eye or right eye? I sure as shit can't. I assume only having one eye doesn't make that much easier. What guard? What guard? Okay, having Quartz alone as the worst guard is a bit sad. So let's take Frostleaf. Now we have both of the worst guards. Teamwork. E2ing Gavia would have been better for Quartz, but E2ing Indigo is better for the purposes of not dying. I don't know, you can try it out, you can close one of your eyes and see. I doubt I'll still be able to tell though. The eyes are fairly close together. I think you can keep both of them in focus, no matter which one you're looking at. The fracture is playable. Wait, no, it's not. Wait, we have eaten. It's playable, it's playable.
責任は果たすさ。
Okay, the bottom path is awful, so we're taking fracture. Agents don't reveal stuff. That's just a weird ass thing that Ines does because she's a 6-star.
Just need a minute.
It's not the same. Can't deploy Quartz because we need our stuff down.
ってきました。
Me? You'll have to get past my assistants first.
Oh, Kimoni troops around.
Perfect timing.
準備できこの敵たちはどれも波の危険さには及びません。
何やってんだ。
ここだここ。暴力じゃ何も解決できないけど、お前を料理するには
That
十
bind
分
wall.
だぜ。
Right on the edge.
Sheath my. You're staring at my eye patch. It reveals
Which
a lot.
now lets Indigo do this, so she won't even have to use her skill.
Shield my
Okay,
weapon for the time being. Then my
move some
sword.
stuff around.
Me? You'll have to get past my assistants first.
逃げたいのなら道を照らしましょう。
聞いてる狙って。
So the conclusion is that Ines is the only competent agent. Wait, why is Ines the agent then? Hoarder is the one that went to do spy work. Hoarder should have been an agent, not Ines. Let's waste more hope instead of getting a defender. Oh, the boss key was in the center. Naturally, we get this item instantly when we don't have Perfumer. It's not like Perfumer is necessary for this item. I just like being lazy. This is a free win. This is a free win, but more work. We'll take this. Ines is a weeb, is what she is.
光についてきてください。
Scumballs.
Hide and make sure to put out the cooking fire.
いい子だよ。
Why is the attack speed so high? Do I have some item that I didn't notice? No, I'm not about to complain. Oh yeah, I do. I forgot WoW.
治療してほしいやつは
My attention span is very high this game.
アーツの治療範囲に入れ。
光が力を蓄えて
To be fair, I'm kind of doing this to take a break from grinding the ZT stages, so that's not surprising.
What do I do? 狙って。
ここだこいいぞもっとやれ。
Go, Frostleaf, go.
ここにいたのね。
海面が逃げたいのなら道を照らしましょう。
この切っ先で貫く。
We have the item from Gitano, I completely forgot about it. Also, we have a duck or a bear coming.
ここだこいいぞもっとやれ。
何やってんだ。
If it's a duck, we need to retreat stuff that can hit it, so Ethan can recharge his skill.
A bit late, not a big problem.
I have zero clue what path this thing takes.
何やってんだ。
Why does Frostleaf have a better swing sound than Meowner, by the way? Meowner has a rubber ducky sound. At least Frostleaf's one sounds vaguely
今
accurate.
助けてやる。
Though you don't have a proper whoosh sound that you get from swinging a wooden stick around, so I'm forever disappointed with
ああ
Arknight sound effects.
心の汚れが
I'm your strike. It's more important than brute strength.
この切っ先で貫く
Oh yeah, because Frostleaf can sow 1-7. Wait, can Frostleaf sow 1-7? Yeah, she should be able to. Popukar can do it, there's no way Frostleaf
悪
can't.
くないと思うよ
Ah, the worst item in the game. This would have been a really nice item if it didn't just cover 8 random tiles. Like, if it was an item you could deploy, it would have been great. But the way it is now, it just exists to throw you. No more supporters. Need to Gavio. So, free item. What's the fight? We will die if we do this fight. Well. Arts damage it is. No, Frostleaf model isn't good. Don't worry about it. Honestly, I don't think Thorn's model is all that great either.
ちょうど
It changes
体を
very
動かした
little
かった
about
ところだ
what made him fall off of the meta wagon in the first place.
Oh, I just need a minute.
465 defense on a body I don't wanna heal. Is barely better than a tentacle. We'll just use tentacles then.
戦ってる時は狙って
Oh yeah, we're constantly bleeding. I keep forgetting that.
このまま行くぞこの切っ先で貫く
ここは安全です
The tragedy of not having a perfumer in your squad.
光が力を蓄えています
ここだここ暴力じゃ何も解決できないけどお前を料理するには十分だぜ
もっと早く傷が癒えるように手伝います
凍りつけ私の血のごとく
ドクター
海面が逃げたいのに道を照らしましょう
治療してほしいやつは
No need to rush
何やってんだ。
どうすりゃいいんだ
Oh, it's not like the tentacle is doing anything anyway.
Perfect timing.
少し頭を冷やせ海面が逃げたいのに道を照らしましょ
She
う
lived for an acceptably long amount of time.
命令は
How long before I actually need to heal? Yeah, we can swap now.
ここは安全です Me? You just feed me a little wood
暴力じゃ何も解決できないけどお前を料理するには十分だぜ
And that health should last until the end of the
戦っ
fight.
てる時は眠らないここにいたのね
Oh yeah, I had Quartz in my squad. She was a slightly tankier tentacle. Please everyone thank Quartz for her help.
ここだ
I assume we have enough lives to not die horribly.
このまま行くぞ
ここだここここだここ暴力じゃ何も解決できないけどお前を料理するには十分だぜ
Go Frostleaf! Frostleaf killed the drone. Fuck yeah.
治療してほしいやつは
A bit late, not a big problem.
Frostleaf actually did it. I'll never get why Torrance is popular for AFKing. He's so ass for AFKing. It takes so many button presses. Oh my god. That's disgusting. Truly disgusting. I don't know. I've always seen Thorns as an inferior Blaze. You can't really shake me out of that perception. Do you want me to check if Frostleaf can sow 1-7? I'm honestly not sure if she can. I assume she should be able to. Well, actually Blaze can hit up if you use her S3, but that's not worth the extra 3 button presses that Thorns requires over Blaze. Like, what's the point of being able to hit there if I can just deploy a sniper and then it's the same thing? It's still one less button pressed than Thorns. Bad AFK. Kind of don't want to do this fight. I have no idea if we can get Wu Xiaohe again. Don't think we have any better option. I hate encounters, but I guess that's better. Well, not really, but Outlaw, by the way, when you did that calculation, did you account for Gavio's module that she gets T2 or not? Either is fine. I'm just curious how you went about it. Which one of these will be less cancerous to do with this squad? Alright, thank you. I think practical test is the easier one, but I also hate playing practical test. So we're taking the noise fight.
Do your best, everyone. Scumble, scumble.
Injury trigger is so ass. I really should get Perfumer to deal with this.
My little ones.
少し頭を冷やせ。
What do I do?
治療の準備だ。しっかりしろ。
杖が温まってきました。
Okay, we're letting that dog through. There's nothing I can do about it.
Perfect timing.
ここだコッキーぞもっとやれ
Oh, I just need a minute. ここだよ。
このまま行くぞ。この切っ先で貫く。
ゆっくりでいいよ。
海面夜明けまで守りに行きます。
ここは安全です。
どうせ目の前真っ暗になってねえか。
この切っ先で貫く。ドクター？
今助けてやる。
A bit late, not a big problem.
怪我人はいないか。
Warfare is annoying to calculate. You need to account for the SP she gets from enemies dying. And that's variable by stage. What kind of Mimi Trash Guard to take? Let's go with Conviction. Yeah, I need to account for the health too. E2 Conviction. You can do it by per 1000 health relatively easily. She just heals an X amount for every 1000 health. You need obscenely high health for her to be better than almost any other medic. Even in most cases you get more healing out of Warfariness too, because it increases her attack. I have zero intention of playing this one, so we're going down. I'm picking all the trash guards in protest of the game giving me guard tickets. Frankly, the difference between a good guard and a bad guard for 4 stars in IS4 isn't that great. It's only gonna make a difference when we reach the boss and they do 0 damage there. This is a really throw chest. It's gonna cause an issue later. Okay, who goes where?
ゴミのように惨めに果てろ。戦っている時は眠
Think
ら
I'm
ないんだから。
screwed. Purely in the sense that I might not have enough bodies for this.
ここにいたら
We'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
ゆっくりでいいよ。
Oops. Forgot to retreat the other asshole. There's no safe tiles, so it
A
has to
bit
be
late, not a big problem.
Quartz that kills it.
Oh, I just need a minute.
Doctor, I'm in position.
杖が温まってきました。
Honestly, I feel kind of dead, but one problem at a time. Can I wait until the second attack starts? Not really.
海面が少し想像しいですね。海面が
Wait
少
until
し
the
す
bind
心の
files
離
so I
れ
can reactivate it
光へ
instantly.
の恐れを生むんです。
And then we're gonna die to the drone hit from there.
準備できました。
Okay, now we're kind of dead. We have too many lives, so we can't die in any case. But this isn't a squad that can play this stage, realistically. What we should do here is basically ignore the drones entirely, because we can't deal with them. Yeah, it has to be Quartz.
A bit late, not a big problem.
Oh, she's actually gonna lose. Whoa.
Doctor, I'm
今助けてやる。
戦っている時は眠らないんだから。
She sleeps for so long, the asshole.
怖がらないでください。このまま行くぞ。少し頭を冷やせ。スカンボースカンボー。
どうすりゃこれが見えないだろう。
ここにいたのね。
杖が温まってきました。
狙って
By being a sniper. Wait, Indigo might actually kill that one.
治療してほしいやつは前に出ろ。
In that case,
たまに
let's give her some help.
夜明けまで守りに行きます。
今行くのだ。
何やってんだ。
Curses, we're still alive.
"逃げたやつはほっとけ。
And now we have to play practical test. Truly the worst timeline.
Orders ASAP,
Not sure
please.
Totter is actually better, but whatever. We'll cope with one medic.
集合場所ってどこ？ジャッジメントタイム。戦っている時は
Will she live long enough for me
They're
to deploy a
fast on
medic?
the move, but I can still read their tracks.
治療。
ここにい
The
たのね。
injury trigger thing is gonna finish me off, I see.
スカンボースカンボー。
しっかりしろ。
ああ、わかった。Let's take it slow.
ここだここ。
Oops. Didn't click it on time.
杖が温か
今助けてやる。アーツの治療範囲に入れ。
Using deep cover in IS4 is very painful.
I see clouds rising.
A robot
Hostiles
won't
in
matter,
the snow.
because Indigo will just kill it. We'll die to some other stuff though.
何やってんだ。
逃げたいのなら道を照らしましょう。
いいぞ。このまま行くぞ。
For some help with the drones.
アーツの治療範囲に入れ。 アーツの治療範囲に入れ。
Hooray, we're alive. Shockingly enough.
Great luck. Got a tailwind today.
今助けてやる。
No, it doesn't matter if it's a skill or normal attack.
アーツの
It's
治療
because
範囲
you
に
have
入れ。
SP walkout on skills. You know how when you press a skill the bar goes orange? When the bar is like this, it's in SP walkout and you can't gain an XP. That happens with automatic skills too when they're used.
何すりゃいいんだ。
Come on, heal something, you
I
ass.
see you.
Okay, so Gavio doesn't have any SP walkout, bad example. But you could see it on Cruise how the bar goes orange for a bit. During that time, your operator cannot gain SP. For example, Cutter has SP walkout on her S1 while she's casting it. But if an enemy is far enough from Cutter, and you hit that enemy with her daggers, late enough, she will gain SP from that enemy, from her daggers. I'll show it off in a bit. After I die on this run, I'll demonstrate what I mean, and I'll also check if Frostleaf can solo 1-7. I assume she can, because almost everything can. Okay, we'll definitely die here. So company entanglement is the only option.
失望はさせません。皆さんのこと言うことを聞く。やってみる。
I have no idea what reset after the skill is supposed to mean. You're gonna need to elaborate. That's way too vague for me. What gives me the most tiles to work with? That's 3 range tiles, yeah, so this.
あ、何やってんだ。
Good job, Frostleaf.
この切っ先で貫く。
Would have preferred to deploy Quartz, but he's too much DP.
目の前真っ暗になってねえか。
光が
Go for the trash mob plane. And now we need a way to deal with these guys. Meaning we're fucked.
戦っている時は眠らないんだから。
凍りつけ私の血のごとく。
Perfect timing. Sheath my weapon for the time being? Then
たまに私の相手が務まるのか。
準備とわけなが
目の前真っ暗になってねえか。
Hopefully she can leave long enough to smack them once or twice. Actually, let's stop trolling with Frostleaf. Okay, we should be okay now.
しっかりしろ。
Well, maybe not. Bye bye, Hammer. No,
どうすりゃいいんだ。
the Hammer speedrun running away.
暴力じゃ何も解決できないけど、お前
夜明けなが守りに行きます。
perfect timing.
今助けてやる。
Ethan will finish that one off.
ああ、わかった。
戦っている時は狙って。
Not all skills with charges ignore SP walkout, I think.
弱すぎだ
That definitely isn't true.
この杖でもう少し暴れたかったぜ。
I'm fairly sure Bibik is affected by SP walkout and she has charges. So that sounds really suspicious to me. I swear Frostleaf has clutched more fights than Quartz this run. Are we gonna try to the dinosaur fuckers? Sure, why not? Conviction is dead weight though, which I already knew going in, she's always dead weight. But I'm impressed by just how dead weight she is. Everything here is horrible. Okay, to stick with conviction. Hi, Grok. We have some serious operators like Ethan and Indigo, in the interest of not dying on the second floor over and over.
くれぐれも身の安全にお気をつけください。
来やがったぜ。
狙って盾を構えるぞ。
Will she live long enough for a medic to show up? The answer to that is no.
治療の準備だ。
Okay, so that takes care of the basic enemies. So we just need to kill this asshole next. Which is mostly just a question of doing this.
力を蓄えています。
しっかりしろ。
ここは安全です。
海面が少し騒々しいですね。逃げたいのなら道を照らしましょう。
しっかりしろ。
僕のトゲトゲアタ
Wait, crap.
どうするいいぞもっとやれ。
ああ、わかった。
Oh, it's the death picks.
私の血のごとく。
ゴミのように惨めに果てろ。
怖がらないでください。
Blocking that was less than ideal.
たまに私
The extra pig is less than ideal. Because other stuff can just walk through now. Like so.
ここだ。
We're still not dead, shockingly enough.
聞いてるよ。ゆっくりでいいよ。
Perfect timing.
アーツの治療範囲に入れ。
いいぞ。ここは安全です。
ここだ。いいぞもっとやれ。
Sheathe my weapon for the time being?
ああ、わかった。
何やってんだ。
準備できました。逃げたいのなら道を照らしましょう。
しっかりしろ。
Yeah, I'm being entirely carried by the Gitano relic.
この私の凛とした勇姿。
I would have died long ago without it. Okay, a million guard tickets. What terrible guard should I get next? I'm starting to run low on terrible guards. We don't have spinach, right? Because arts damage, orb, reduced health. Matuimaru isn't a terrible guard, so she's out of the question. Let's go with Doberman. She's the most... She's going to buff Cruz in one of my medics. That's pretty good. Remove a fight. We screwed around with Jackie earlier. More arts damage. 3 health recoveries, whatever. Get the arts damage. Ooh, 3 buffs at once. Very nice. Okay, avoid fights like the plague. Never take this fight. Ever, ever. More money. Where's the shop? There is no shop. Of course. Removing an irrelevant debuff. Trading the money for 2 shields. Amazing. I hate this note. I think this will just kill me, right? I can kill the dog and dogs and leak 5 objective shield, I guess. But you don't have starting DP or a vanguard. No, this will just kill me. I won't even be able to kill the dogs. I could just keep taking the boss key, which is what I should have done. Much better note. Remove this horror show of an item. A bunch of lives or defenders get SP. Yeah, I can live without Babu SP, I reckon. I should have gone through the boss key and just not taken it to get an extra fight. Sorry, not an extra fight, an extra note. Okay, we'll definitely need any healing we can get our hands on. Total costs more money. Let's just leave it at that. Okay, let's go with this horror show. If you're wondering how I'm not going to die to the boss, that's an excellent question. I assume I use Indigo to open the tiles, because frankly it's the only option. And hope she opens one tile before she bleeds to death. Yeah, we're fine on that account.
少し想像しいですね。準備この敵たちはどれも波の危険さには及びません。
That was fast.
盾を構えるぞ。
治療の準備だ。
Need one more range tile open
戦っている時は
before this map becomes playable. Why does she only have 2000 health with the health debuff? The fuck?
ここだここ。暴力じゃ何も解決できないけど、お前を料理するには十分だぜ。
アーツの治療
This is going about as well as expected.
体当たりだ。
Okay, let's figure out what percentage of the first wave we can leak and possibly not die.
何やってんだ。
And then see if we can redeploy for the second wave on time.
杖が温まってきました。
今助けてやる。
Perfect timing. Doctor, I'm in position.
We can't beat any of these,
海
so
面がこの敵たちはどれも波の危険さには及びません。凍りつけ私の血
she
を
died instantly. Well,
僕に任せて。
okay, that's one life left, and I can't stop them, so we're kind of just dead, I guess.
何やってんだ。
ここは安全です。戦っている時、よいしょ。
準備できました。
That went about as well as expected. The MVP for this run was Frostleaf. She did things twice, or maybe 3 times. She killed one drone and then slowed down an enemy together with Cruz. Yeah, Gitano buff's not gonna help when we don't have a squad. Gacho with this or just take one extra hope? Let's try the Gacho. Not worth. Actually, there's a faster way to reset. Oh yeah, I actually said I'm gonna try something else. Let's go and see if Frostleaf can sow 1-7, because I'm not sure either. Apparently you can start the game with 0 operators. Okay, off to the Frostleaf so.
Letter for you, Doctor.
Oops. Too far in the wrong direction. Keep this quote for later. Not sure which skill is going to be better. She shouldn't need a skill at the start, so let's start with S2. I have no idea what a resource management game is anyway. Aren't all games resource management games, more or less? Like how fast you can click, aim, your attention, those are all resources too in a sense. My Atu should be just trying to unlock some random model. I don't really play 1-7. She might leak depending on how the blocks run here. Okay, so we drop the skill here. And we can save the column for the last wave. Or maybe we can't save the column, we'll see. Yeah, this doesn't work. We need to use the column on the slugs. Well, assuming we have the column on the slugs, can she actually kill these guys here? Yeah, it should work out. I approve of adding Heroes of Might and Magic 3 to Arknights. No idea what that's about. Somebody asked what my old data of this was. 3 random operators, probably just unlocking modules. Now we'll try to do the opposite, where we use the Pure earlier. Well, somebody asked if Frostleaf can soul 1-7 and I got curious. We're gonna find out. Do I pull any banners? I guess I did. Yeah, you can keep saying resource management games and I still have no idea what that is. We're kind of gonna have to calm in a bit, because otherwise she's gonna leak, right? Or is that gonna be 2 hits or 3? Okay, so we can wait until every slug is in rage. Wait, that should still leak. Maybe I should try S1 instead. So I think she dies to the club guys in this version. Yeah, she just dies later. Okay, let's try S1. Honestly, S1 is her better skill, but that's besides the point. Okay, so using Frostleaf S2, she cannot sow 1-7. Yeah, that's what I mean. I have no idea what resource management is supposed to mean. Conviction already sows, there's no need to test that. You don't even need to use Conviction S2, which will make it a free win. Because you just need to roll RNG for her to one-shot everything. She can clear with S1. Since it was on the topic before, Frostleaf doesn't have charges on her S1, right? Why doesn't she have 3 charges, the fuck?
凍りつけ私の血のごとく少し頭を冷や
Let's see if she beats these guys. Oh, I guess she can't sew 1-7. You need the model for that. Whoa, I'm surprised.
私が後始末をつけよう
Shockingly, Frostleaf is bad. You need to join the army first. If you just go and murder someone, that's a normal crime, not a war crime. Okay, so the 1-7 check was done. What else was I gonna mention? Oh yeah, Cutter is one. So I mentioned this earlier. We might need to reroll for it a bit. That Cutter can gain SP off of using her S1.
入隊
Let
す
me
る
just show that off real quick. Oh, she'll definitely sew with model, that's not
罪なき人
worth
を巻き
discussing.
込まないよう
Because
に
it's just a bit of extra
十分に準備
damage.
して戦場は墓場よ
Okay, so it's only going to work if we have a target far enough away. Might have been easier to demonstrate with some extra
わかっ
tiles.
た
So we'll wait until there's something in the center, and we'll see if we can show it off. Yeah, and this asshole here, for example. The only problem is that he's going to die instantly. Fuck, I need a harder stage. I can't show it off here. Because the target will die. It's only the 4th knife that can give her SP. I guess we're gonna go to 6-5.
わかった声を出すな
I'll try it with the slug wave and see if she gets it there. If not, we're just gonna show it off on 6-5. Because she can definitely do it there. Okay. Stun these assholes so they stay out of
い
range.
くらでも待つ
Let's
よ
see if we can demonstrate it now. So, first knife, she's still in SP walkout. Second knife, still in SP walkout. Third knife, now SP walkout is ending. If any of the third or fourth knives hit something, they can give her SP back.
行ってドクターできるだけ遠くまで
Yeah, because Cutter gets SP when she does damage. It doesn't have to be damage from her attack. So she can get damage SP back from her S1. Which means that she should be able to get SP from Sui's Wrath as well. Because Sui's Wrath does that.
人を巻き込まない
It assigns damage to the deployed operator. So you can even insta-kill some operators with a reflect chest.
私の役目は刀を振るうことだけ
No, the limit is 2 SP from her skill. The first 2 knives are in SP walkout. I've only noticed it happening when there's a bit of a distance between the target and Cutter. So the third knife might be walked out too. I don't think it's ever been abused, because it would be easier to just throw for better Cutter RNG. I noticed it long ago when I was screwing around with 6-5.
いくらでも待つよ声を出すな
Stunning might have been a better idea, because I'm not sure we'll have a target in range. Since she one-shots everything. Okay, there you go. She gets SP back from her knives. I wonder if there's any item in any of the ice modes that let you abuse this.
ここは
Like, you can do it with Sui's Wrath. If you have Sui's Wrath and you deploy Cutter, the explosion counts as her damage, so she gets SP. I think S5 challenge mode is 6 operators. I am working on finishing it. This stream is kind of a break from it. This is the squad I'm using for the S5, by the way. Once I finish it, I'll upload it. Should be done sometime tomorrow, probably. That only works on ranged operators. You can't use the bow and melee operators after all. Honestly, the hardest part about starting with Quartz and Deep Core is that I don't have any good operators at the start. So we need to find the stuff we need later on the way there. Two fights, how horrid. At least the normal one is playable.
Hope I can help. I propose we begin our operation at the top of the hour. It'll be easier to keep track of time. A bit late, not a big problem.
Oh, I just need a minute.
Honestly, I barely think of offensive recovery as a downside, since it's mostly relevant to Cutter. For me. And Cutter regenerates SP so fast when attacking things that she straight up loses SP if she had A to recover instead. Wait, shit. I should have used Quartz's one. Oops. Caper is a bit higher than average, yeah. She's a bit specific because she overwhelps with anti-air snipers, and sometimes they're better. But Caper can do a lot more damage than they can. Bro, why are you gonna have contrarian opinions if you're not gonna argue about them? Like, you can just say that and not make a 3-page essay on why offensive recovery isn't the worst part of Swordmasters. I mean, I completely agree it isn't. Degen is the worst part of Swordmasters. I imagine being the same archetype as Degen is a great shame.
失望はさせません。皆さんのことは私が思う。
Well, offensive recovery is a downside for Degen, because when you press the S3 button, everything dies in a radius of everywhere, and then you don't have anything to recover SP from. So that's a pretty big downside for her.
Perfect timing. Sheathe my weapon for the time being? Then my sword...
Hieroglyphic. No duck.
What do you need to rush?
Mission accomplished.
This is worth celebrating. When we get back to Rhodes Island, we won't have to eat my cooking anymore.
Considering Cutter can recover 3 SP per hit, I don't think it's slower than her having Katu recovery. Gavio betrayed me last time. Also, I don't end up using Quartz to tank stuff that much anyway. And we're dead. Yeah, it's actually just faster to reset. But then I have to wait out the timer, right? Nah, it's the second fight, so I don't have to. The stage I got was unplayable with the squad I had. Faster to just reset. I think she suggests her cooking is fucking awful and she's questioning why anyone let her cook in the first place. But yeah, it could also be bad. Depends on the skill.
失望は
And a lot of them is to be broken.
皆さんのことは私がお守りします
I propose we begin our operation at the top of the hour. It'll be easier to keep track of time. A bit late, not a big problem.
A 4-block Musha is just deep cover, I guess. The Junker has a way to attack faster. He has a skill with which he attacks faster. It's a very direct way of attacking faster, I'd say.
Doctor, time your strike. It's more important than brute strength.
That's an interesting line for Quartz to say, by the way.
Me? Let's take it slow.
I have no thoughts, Fortress. It's physical damage at a distance from the ground. I kind of like that with 4 stars. But in a way I would use this for cheesing annoying things from a distance, which is usually not that interesting. So it's not something I would particularly enjoy having anyway. Hence why I have no thoughts on it, one way or the other.
Time your strike. It's more
If I
important
get
than-
it and it's decent, I'll use it.
手伝います
But I don't feel like I'm missing out that much by not having it.
Mission accomplished.
皆さんが無事であることが私にとって一番の励ましになります
Let's see if we run into beasts awaiting slaughter and die instantly a second time. Hooray! We did not.
With pleasure.
私が留守の間はくれぐれも身の安全にお気をつけください
I assume she's better than a 4-star, since people use her fairly.
A bit late, not a big
Defender
problem.
players use her.
So this is a battlefield.
That would actually be pretty funny. You deploy some operator in the middle of nowhere to gives buffs to a different lane. They should do that. It would feel... Oh, I mean, they have Spuria, and that definitely feels worse to use
Sheathe my weapon, keep your
than whatever that
distance.
fortress
I only
would be.
want to strike the enemy.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard anything other than praise for Fire Whistle, so I assume she's decent. I don't have the slightest clue what she actually does, but that's what I've heard.
Doctor, you're staring at my eye patch. It reveals a lot.
If you want, you can follow up the account damage by building Spuria and using her S2. That will give you soul damage too. Oh, it's art damage. That's why she's good. Yeah.
私にとって一番の励ましになります
Art damage from a ground tile is always good. It's hard to have otherwise.
Do your best, everyone. What kind of battle will it end up being? I wonder.
Perfect timing.
Sometimes block 0 is an
I
upside,
won't be afraid.
but it's extremely rare. It's mostly an upside for Ethan, because he's balanced. Oops. A wrong button. Be it wider. Okay, there we go.
Let's take it slow.
Mission accomplished.
Let me sketch these triumphant
You can
heroes.
kind of not block anything by just using other tiles though, so it rarely matters in practice. There's always some melee tile where you can place operators out of the way. That's why it rarely comes up. If you don't want to block, you can consciously choose to not block, and that's the end of it. Do we take this item and throw at Quartz's too? Well, we haven't used it all stream, so fuck it, why not? And then roll for this. And we do some random operator. Oh, the only thing we can need to is perfumer, right? Oh, and Ethan,
失望
yeah.
はさせません。皆さんのことは私がお守りします。
If it buffs clicks attacks, I'm fine with it. I don't care what it does beyond that. Okay, we got the video thumbnail. Unwell scout these two fights. Actually, in case this is an emergency. Well, if we're doing the scout first, we're kind of committed. But we can skip one fight. It's fine. Okay, if this isn't... We'll go up hoping that the emergency is on the top side. And let's use Quartz too for the memes. The 4-star geek will make you
I
uninstall the
propose we
game
begin our
on
operation
deploy.
at the top of the hour.
Best operator in the
It'll
game.
be easier to keep
10 out
track
of 10.
time.
よいしょっと。 スカンボースカンボー。
ここだいいぞもっとやれ
Let's take it slow.
Perfect timing.
Wait, she might die before she can use her skill. Unfortunate. I forgot I was using Quartz. Okay, so that's one leak. Actually, maybe we won't leak too, cause Ethan.
my little ones?
どうせ俺が見えないだろ。
Perfect timing. Doctor, I need your distance. I only want to strike the enemy.
Hooray, no leaks.
Mission accomplished.
Oh yeah, Fonor is
Let me
definitely really
sketch
good.
these triumphant heroes.
It's a ton of damage. Useless medic ticket. Being able to do it once or twice per map
Do your best, everyone.
is a bit limiting though. So I'd argue he's a bit overrated.
Just need a minute.
Though he's among the force, the stronger robots. Of that there's no question. I mean, I can deploy Quartz, but Ethan tanks damage better than Quartz, so why would I? I guess if he misses a bind and I don't want to deploy a tentacle. The most I am learning this run is that
A bit late.
Deep
not a
Cover
big
is a
problem.
decent starter, even if she's useless later.
Anything to feed my little one.
いいぞもっとやれ。
目を覚ましてください。
Mission accomplished.
皆さんが無事であることが。
20% dodge is the most evil model possible for Crushers. Coping dodge is the worst thing ever, especially when it's low amounts of dodge. Well, that's not a hard choice. I wonder if it has an extra low chance to spam find the highest level items on item nodes. I almost never see them there. Boss key, then we can get multiple fights. Well, hopefully we can abuse that later. That's kind of an option. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna burn it. Well, at least Crushers can benefit from attack up while blocking,
医療設備の
so
消
it's
毒
objectively better.
完了。充電完了。いつでも出発可能です。
Wait, that's unplayable because I have no... Nah, well, fuck it. We use the shield guards, we're committed now.
Do be careful, everyone.
Oh, we had injury trigger. I should deploy Perfumer first then. Nah, stopping the boats is more important.
Just need a minute.
We don't want the boats to fuck these guys over.
So this is a battlefield. Me? to rush.
It's not the version where the boat parks itself.
I see clouds rising. Probable hostiles
At
in
least.
the snow. There won't be any use.
That's fine. Let fragrance revive your mind.
A bit late, not a big problem.
Stop moving.
Unfortunate place for the bomb to explode. Just let Quartz get stunned, because I feel like she'll get insta-killed otherwise.
Slow.
Stop moving.
Doctor,
I feel like this wasn't a particularly great idea for some reason. Okay, lesson learned.
Stop hiding.
Shield guards do not make this stage playable for trashy squads.
Revive your mind.
Worth a try, I guess. What I'm lacking here is arts damage, so I can't deal with these guys. That then used the power of my resources, so I couldn't use anything else to deal with the casters.
Stop hiding.
Oh well. We're actually alive for now. And as long as we have bait, we might keep being alive. Okay, now we're dead. Because if I block that, I can't deal with everything else.
not a big problem.
Kind of a funny way to die, I guess.
Come out. Stop hiding.
If that guy had one less health, then I would leave. Because I could deploy Quartz on these casters instead. Sort of funny. Okay, that's it for today. I'll take a break, then go and finish ZTS 5 challenge mode. Have a nice evening for now.